It's happening. Collusion of Northern Group accuses Osinbajo of working against Northern interests over sales of power plants. The North rises against Osinbajo. Hello, my wonderful people. If you notice something very closely, okay, as soon as Buhari travels out of the country, the North, invites Osinbajo to all the meeting of the North and tries to entice him or bring him to their place, in so to say. That was what they did to good luck Jonathan when he was the president. He was doing more, so to say, for the North, and at the end of the day he was thinking the North will get his back. Didn't know that there's nothing like that. They always stand for their own, not for any other person. Right now, the North is standing against Professor Yemi Osiban, just saying that he's right. He's working on interests that do not fulfill or that does not, go well with the North, and he needs to decide on what side of the game he's on, because he's not speaking in northern interests. You see, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. Collusion Group accuses Osinbajo of working against Northern interests over sales of power plants. The collusion of Northern Group (NCG) has blamed Vice President Yemi Osinbajo for planning sales of 5 power plants. He has not been working for the North, we know. The group said the plant sales of Calabar and others are what is planning the power plants to fund the 2021 budget is against the interest of the North. Osinbajo must not do that. Baleba Rafiu, who spoke on behalf of the coalition at the House public hearing investigating the provision of the Niger Delta Power Holding Company, said the plants do not belong to only the federal government. Furthermore, he said the federal government is ranging on the agreement that the plants are to be sold to finance renewable projects in the north. According to Rafiu, the power plants in the south should not be sold to finance the 2021 budget deficiency. He noted that the vice president, who is the chairman of both the board of the NDPAC and Council on Privatization, is involved in the process of privatizing the plant against the interest of the North. He queries the rush at which the Bureau of Public Enterprise is pushing the sales of the power plants. Having studied the situation carefully, he considered that the current privatization move is part of the several scheme to cripple the North economically by shortchanging it in the NCOPC project, in which it is a major stakeholder, and hereby praised the House of Representatives and the entire federal government as followers to prevail against the vice president. Daily Post was unable to reach the officers of the office of the vice president, and Alex, the DG of BPE, did not pick his call for correspondence or text message sent to his phone on response on what is currently going on. So this is what is going on. The North is rising seriously against the vice president, saying that is working against them, that the vice president is not speaking their language. As a matter of fact, is going against their interest and their cause, and is doing those things that are just for the South. They talked about the Niger Delta, they talked about Calabar. These are the Niger Delta region that the vice president is working hand in hand with things that will benefit that region, and is not speaking in terms of what will benefit their region. Can you imagine? So these are some of the things ongoing, these are some of the things happening, and you can be sure that there is already a gang up against the vice president. The vice president has really, really tried to put his head down. However, I don't think that is even working, because if you say, it's not my business, it's not my business, whose business is it then? Whose business is it then? You cannot stand aside and think you want to be a great leader. It does not work that way. If truly you want to be a leader, you must stand for the people. You must stand up for what is right. You must stand up for truth. You must stand up for integrity. You must stand up for the people. Standing against the people, working against the people is not the way to go at all. Anyone who cannot defend the people they are standing for do not stand a chance I repeat, do not stand a chance of anything that may come out from that relationship. That's why Buhari is failing. He's working against the people of Nigeria. And the funniest thing is, it seemingly feels like he's succeeding. But the truth of the matter is that it has already failed. It's what we call a matter of time. All will be revealed. You will see how of a failure it truly is. Because you cannot walk against the tides, you see. It's just like a man take his leg and begin to kick against the bricks. You see a stone and you begin to kick against it and you think you will succeed. Let's be honest now. Let's look at it together. Will you succeed? You see the stone, you begin to kick against the stone. Who will feel the pain? The stone or you? Aha. That's where the matter is. That's where the real situation, that's where the real issue lies. Who will feel the pain? You see, Buhari thinks that is a president, and so that sums it all. He can do and undo. That's not a very true situation of things. That's not how things go. You cannot do and undo. No, you don't do that. You cannot do and undo. You see, you must respect the interest of the people. And when you don't, I mean, the people seemingly cannot fight, against you or fight, fight for themselves. But guess what? Guess what? You have no choice. You have no choice but to gradually, eventually, things will unfold. Things will open up and the people will see who you really are. It's all a matter of time. All will be revealed. Whoever it is that have been making Nigerians to suffer, they're going against a vice president. Vice president, anyway, when did he really speak for the South? He would have done more if given the opportunity. But you see, the vice president is such a person who will not want to speak, so it does not seemingly, this is my conclusion about him. Does not seemingly feels that he's going against his principle. Although wrong, although the principal is not doing the right thing, he will say nothing. He will rather let the sleeping dog lie. But in letting the sleeping dog lie, a lot of water have gone below the bridge and has caused more harm than good. A lot of problem, a lot of things have happened. So what's the way forward? What can be done? Is rising up and saying no to oppression. Rising up and saying no to oppression. That's the way for things to go. You cannot just fold your arms and say, oh, it's not my business, it's their business. There's no their business. So if you want to be a true leader, you must have the kind of mindset. I have a dream had, Martin Luther King. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye for now.